top 8, or finals, whatever, and let's see what happens. Is this the, this might be the red deck wins guy again. I can't remember. I hope not. That was very fast. I don't I don't feel favored in that matchup. This is a really slow hand. If he's red deck wins, I'm gonna lose. But if it's like control or mid range, this is actually like, if this gets to turn 5, I just have so much value from my lands. I'm gonna keep it. But this might get punished. Might get punished real bad. This hand just nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh, this is the red deck wins deck. Alright. Well, this was a good first round. I was suitably punished for my horrible sins. Why so slow? Though if I'd mulliganed and like gotten a one lander, I would also feel bad. So you win some, you lose some. Yes. Yes. I will take 2 turn. And I will counter whatever you play next. So play a Sandra's Phoenix, please. Thank you. Man. Sweet spell shrivel value. I originally tested this with Void Shatter, but Spell Shrivel is just so much better because obviously my mana is trash, and Spell Sliver or Spell Shrivel works like 90% as well. It's because in my long brewing hours where I'm like feverishly searching Scryfall for all the things, one of the cards I was trying really hard to break was Metallic Rebuke, and I had a similar deck to this that was running Metallic Rebuke and Herald of Kozilek and Foundry Inspector, and I noticed that a Herald of Kozilek always felt better because like against the aggro decks it just blocked everything. It was just more conducive to both living through the format and like interacting positively with their board. And second, the only artifacts I had that I wanted to tap except for this were signets, which cost a mana anyway, so Metallic Rebuke felt like a 3 mana counterspell, but with Herald of Kozilek out, which was I was a 4 of, just like Everflowing Elsewhere Flask is a 4 of, it felt like actually cheaper. And that is the story of how I found out that Spell Shrivel is actually really great in this meta. Playing this to keep our very faint dream of being able to cast Cryptic at some point. Also, we're gonna sack the Hedron Archive at the end of turn because we need cards. Okay. Just pause to give your opponent a heart attack. That's an important part. And then just sack this. I don't know. Maybe there's value in waiting till the end of turn. I don't particularly think so. That's an interesting adaptation. I wouldn't expect to see that in a red deck wins deck, but it certainly works well for him. now our plan is to Luxac into our Singleton Flaying Tendrils. Singleton Flaying Tendrils, go. Alright, so we're basically dead. We're gonna play our Dread Sanctuary, and then when he attacks, we're gonna take 4, go down to 1, block with Gargoyle Castle, but then we're just like waiting to die on literally anything, so is what it is. I guess we could have like Elsewhere Flasked and kept them from flipping and still gone to 1. Maybe that's better. I don't know what we would be hoping to draw into with Elsewhere Flask. Yeah. Okay, so we were dead. So we want all of our sweepers. I think now that I've seen the Village Messengers, I kind of feel like Curse of Death's Hold is better. Flash Freeze is coming in. If Swerve is ever good, I feel like it has to be good here, but it sort of doesn't feel good. This is for bigger stuff. I don't like this card. It's just like a concession to needing something to interact at instant speed with certain decks in the main deck. Like if there's a card called like Oblivion Strike that's a sorcery that's 3 and a B to exile target creature, and I'd much rather play that than this if it was an instant. But being able to, even though it's an onboard trick, the fact that it can interact at instant speed and is targeted is really useful. This Slopter Foundry is too slow. This is bad, but slightly less bad. This is very slow. This is still slow, but slightly less slow. I don't. Maybe. This survives the Mizium Mortars, and this is not actually good. So these are both bad, but I think these are like. I think having a blocker is what I'm gonna stick with, and let's run it like that. But even if we win game 2, he has to stumble pretty hard. A, for us to win game 2, and B, for us to win game 3 when he's on the play. If this had 1 more land, this would be a snap keep. Like if any of these were a land. Oh gosh. I think like if this is a 6-card hand, I need to top deck a land next turn to have a fighting chance. I really want 2 lands. I think a 5-card hand with like a guaranteed turn 3 Herald of Kozilek is probably better than this. And I don't feel like that's too much to ask from a 5-card hand. Like if I go land, this is great. Or no, if I go land, this is acceptable. But I think I haven't done the odds, but like the 50% of the time I just don't draw a land for 2 or 3 turns. I think I insta-die here. So I'm going to mulligan, and I might insta-die anyway, but I think that the statistics are on my side. Yeah, this is much better. And we want a 3rd land, please. opponent DCs and I win on time. No, that was actually my best chance of winning, him DCing and me winning on time. Had really good odds of that happening. I wonder if he brings in by force. I feel like it's pretty bad for him most of the time. All right. Yes. All right, we have a fighting chance. Does he have instant speed burn? I know they play Chain Lightning. I don't really know what else he plays. If he wants to like let me trade and then also okay, that'll. I still think that's fine. It would go to my face otherwise. Not like I'm gonna take it. Okay, so Radiant Flames off the top. Go. Alright, that'll be good in like, or I don't know, good's the right word. That'll be tolerable in if I get a black source. Of course he plays Burst Lightning. Again, I still think blocking, because I saved myself 4 damage by blocking there, 2 that didn't go to the face, and but, land goes. Right. I think I'm just dead. Like, holding up Spell Shrivel doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm dead. So, red deck wins. It's good against me. It's a good deck. I don't. There's not like a lot of silver abilities against it. I guess I can shift the sideboard slightly to run more like flash freezes. I feel like I'm running the right amount of sweepers, but it's a good deck, and that's why we play the games. I don't think there's anything that like remotely helps. Radiant Flames and him being on, yeah, Radiant Flames and him having nothing in hand. That's what needs to happen. All right, I get a do-over. Wait, okay, so I can tap this and get 1 draw, or I can play this and get, or tap and get 2 draws, but one of them has to be a land. I think. Be interested. If someone wants to let me know the statistics on that, I'd be interested. But I think I'm just gonna play that, and we'll play it out for the gentleman's points. But this is done. Maybe like more sweepers, like a rough and tumble in the sideboard. Again, I'm not sure if more flash freezes are the answer. Holy moly! Yeah, this would be. Oh, pfft. Show off. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and let me know if there's anything I can improve or whatnot.